Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another great segment of Where Are We, Long Island? I'm Ryan Kennedy, and today we will visit the town of St. James. It's a little town right on the edge of Smithtown. Sitting to my left today has been and still is the owner of the general store, Mr. Elliot Goshman. Now, before we begin, let's take a quick look at the town of St. James.
St. James, located in Suffolk County on the north shore of Long Island, has more than exceptional schools, excellent shopping, fine restaurants, and historical landmarks. The St. James Elementary School has teachers that are very dedicated to making sure that their students have the attention they deserve and are able to provide them with extra help without hesitation. The kids have a great learning experience and look forward to attend the following years. St. James has many different kinds of restaurants, like Mexican, barbecue and grill, pizzerias, and small cafes. The historic landmarks of St. James includes the railroad, firehouse, and the general store.
That's incredible. St. James really seems like it has that ancient style, rustic kind of feel to it.
Oh, it really does. It's an amazing town, and when you figure it goes back to 1909, and T. Edward Ellis was the guy actually who founded the fire department, the volunteer fire department. Right. And look how many years have gone by now. We're way over 100 years, and it's an incredible sight to see all of this ancient kind of history come to life. Right. Still today. They had a holiday fire back in 1921, and a home was lost. They had a committee of local citizens that actually rebuilt everything. Wow. The first purchase they made was a Model T, pump and ladder, 1,000 feet of hose. It cost them $1,500.
That's incredible. You know, that kind of community really builds that sense of oneness with the town. Now, you know, every town has to have that place to go to where you can get a good bite to eat. And I've heard none better than the East Side Sports Grill.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. East Side is terrific. You know, they have that fabulous sriracha burger, which has, I don't know, 132 toppings on it or something.
Gosh.
Seasonings and marshmallows. They put everything on that burger.
That's incredible.
Absolutely incredible. You know, if you're on a diet, you know, stay away from that place.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The East Side has got the best food of anywhere in the area.
That's absolutely wonderful. Now, you know, we speak of St. James, and one thing that is synonymous with it is history. Oh, yeah. And there's nothing more historical than the railroad of St. James.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to talk a little about that. You know, it goes back to 1873.
Oh, my gosh.
And one of the stations, the station in St. James is actually the second oldest station in the entire system of the Long Island Railroad. So it carries with it a great deal of history. Wow. And they've restored it a few times in 74 and 97 again, right. But it still remains as one of the oldest stations, and people come from miles around just to look at the railroad station, stare at it, you know.
That's wonderful.
It is.
You know, and we speak of history and everything like that, and you know, sitting right here, you're the owner of the general store, one of the most historical landmarks of St. James.
Very proud to be that.
That's fantastic.
And you know, it's fabulous having the general store. It really gives you that feel. The store itself dates back to 1857.
Wow.
So people that come in really are amazed at the original furniture and all the original artifacts that are still in the store.
That's incredible. You know, speaking of the general store, we actually have an inside look at the historic landmark of St. James. So let's take a look.
The story of the St. James General Store is rich with history found at the very core of Long Island's heritage. Much of the history of St. James during this period is associated with the store. Here the residents purchased yard goods, kitchenware, medicine, shoes, horse medicine, tobacco, groceries, hardware, and more. Since the post office was located within the store, it became a central meeting place where the townfolk gathered to wait for the mail and catch up on local gossip to keep in touch with the world. There were parties, dances, and seasonal celebrations held in a large room upstairs. When the first telephone in the village was installed in the store, the establishment became even more of a community center. Throughout the years, the old store has resisted the changes of progress. It is unchanged structurally since 1894. The original counters and cases, post office, coffee grinder, tea canisters, potbelly stove, barrels, old checkerboard, and many other items remain to permanent visitors to look at Long Island through the lens of the 19th century.
That is an absolutely incredible little piece right there. Now, Elliot, you've owned the general store for many years now. What is it like to own and preserve a piece of history like that?
Well, you know, it gives me such great joy when people come into the store and they know the history of it. They know how long that we've been there. They know about all the original furniture. They know about all the original things that are in the store, all the little artifacts that we have, and people come, like I say, to see a piece of history from the 1800s. It really is a fabulous piece of history. You should come by sometime.
Absolutely,
I'd
love
to have you there and show you around a little bit if you could.
That would be incredible. You know, people say that when they walk into the store, they get that true rustic feeling of 1857. Has the store been renovated at all to updated occurring times?
Oh, no. I wouldn't say renovated at all, because really we didn't want to mess with history to that degree, but I would say we've tweaked it a bit. You know, there have been safety code situations and
of course,
and things of that type that you really have to keep up with. Other than that, though, it's just exactly the way it was back in 1857, which is, like I say, that's the beauty of it, is that in this modern society, in the modern areas of St. James, you have this piece of history right in the middle of it.
That's absolutely incredible.
And by the way, I brought some coins I want to show you right from the store. These coins are, again, go back to the 1850s. And we had a few more coins in here, but some of them fell in a storm drain outside the studio when I was on my way in.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
There'll be some lucky kid getting one of those at some later date, hopefully.
Absolutely, yeah. Hopefully they'll pick it up before they wash away. But
absolutely,
this is what's left anyway. And
yeah, exactly.
It's a great piece of memorabilia here
for sure.
For what we, for definitely what we've done.
No, that's wonderful. And we, St. James is all about serving the community, and nothing does that more than the general store. What is it like to be able to do that? Well,
one of the things we do, we have a pancake night every week at the general store, where we basically we have this old flour that was actually not from the 1800s, but from the early 1900s, and we make pancakes from it, and we serve it on the guests. I don't know if they realize how old the flour is, but
yeah, right.
It's fun to just see their reaction when they take a bite. After they have some of these pancakes.
That's absolutely incredible. All right, well, thank you very much, Elliot. That's all the time we have. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm Ryan Kennedy, and thanks to Elliot again for joining us today. We'll see you guys next time on Where Are We, Long Island.